Oh, Joan, these technology videos have been doing so much for me. And I hope that they've been doing so much for you too. And you know, I even heard from Anne. Anne is on the record too. And I just wonder how many more of us is going to end up on the record. And I says the power to us all. Because you know, the kids these days, they got so many things to keep in touch. I remember when we were younger and we had the party line and the old, you know, dial phone we had to share. I mean, you could pick up the phone and one of your neighbors could be on there and you would have to hang up. I mean, some people perhaps they would never hang up. They might listen in. I mean, I suppose that I might be guilty of having listening in on the party line myself. However, that's neither here nor there now. I tend to respect privacy. I like to pride myself on that for the most part. But you know, just saying, right? That's what we had first when we got the telephone. We had to share the line. And so now with all of these things that the children can do, you know, it's good for them to show it to us as well. Because, you know, why should we not have a bit of that in our life? And even though I always say that technology is the ruination of everything, perhaps I shouldn't speak too soon, Joan, because I'm starting to enjoy myself a little bit. But you know, there is a line. There's no doubt there is a line. And I think some people are crossing that line. But, you know, there's no harm in us making videos for one another to help us feel good in our lives. Okay, so Joan, I got your video, and oh, Eric, isn't he the sweetest boy in the world? And you know, I think his mother's a little bit, I don't know her, but by the sounds of what you were saying to me, I think she might be a little bit, snobby or snooty. Because to say that her son got something wrong with him, I don't think that's right, Joan. Frank? No, I'm changing now, Frank. I'll be out shortly.
Bring me out a pair of underwear.
Who wants a pair of underwear? Yeah, I'll bring them out shortly. Frank is getting a bath now. He said, eat it. He said, will you come and dry me a bath? And I said, Frank, you know, you're a grown man. And I don't mind doing nice things for you, as I would like for you to do nice things for me. But you know, eat it. Who's on the wobbly pops now? It is me. Because today, for my birthday, I've had some myself. Some wine. Some white wine. But anyway, Joan, yes, I said, you know, it's my birthday today, Frank. And I would prefer if you poured your own bath. So you know what he did? For the first time in about, I don't know, perhaps 50 years? I don't know. I mean, we've been together so long now, I can't remember. But anyway, he went and poured his own bath. And you know, that to me was women's empowerment. You know, you say no, and they get a little bit scared. And they do things for their own self. I might try saying no a little bit more, Joan. So anyways, I can't remember where I was to before Frank come to the door. He wanted a pair of underwear. Now, you know, he dried the bath and I had the door shut because I'm making this video to you, Joan. So I suppose I'll go get in a pair of underwear now in a minute. But I wanted to tell you, Joan, oh yes, Eric is a sweet boy. And you got beautiful Liam and the little girl, Serenity. And you know, I never heard of a name like Liam or Serenity. You know, that's the new names they got now, I suppose. But Eric, I heard of Eric. I mean, I know a lot of Erics. But Liam and Serenity, that's a new age names, aren't they? But beautiful, beautiful family you have, Joan. And what you does for them, my dear, you goes above and beyond for that family. And I think that's a wonderful, wonderful. And I hope that I can come up and meet all them babies you got up there. But today was my 75th birthday. And I tell you, I don't feel a day over 105. I tell you, no, I feels pretty good, I must say. I can't do too much complaining. My eyes isn't as good as they used to be, and, you know, I got my aches and pains like I saw. But, I mean, I've had aches and pains since I was in my 20s. You know, that old sleeping disease that I had. The bad nerves, I mean, that played a part on me for a long time. And I'll tell you, you know, today, they talk about the mental illness. But when I was young and I was rearing up my children, you know, I know they looked at me and said, oh, Edith got the sleeping disease. Edith got the bad nerves. You know, and that bothered me at the time. Because I thought, you know, you don't understand how I'm feeling. And you don't have any rights to tell me what I am or what I have. It just, you know, I went to the doctor back then as well, and he just told me that, you know, you get feelings of sadness sometimes, and that happens to some mothers. Especially, you know, the man is out on the boats fishing, and you're there alone by yourself, right? I mean, it's... But anyway, I'm going to stop there because I haven't got much time now. Frank is out in the tub, right? And I got to get underwear. But then I want to tell you, thank you for the birthday greeting that you sent to me. I really appreciate that from you, Joan. That made my whole day. And this whole week of talking to you on the video record has been just so uplifting for me. And I just want to keep that up. But I want to show you some of the things that I got for my birthday before I go. Now, don't mind the mess, Joan. I know you never did mind the mess at my place anyway. But you know, some people you have to say that, right? Don't mind the mess. But I figures if they minds, then they knows where the door is, don't they? But I got some of my things that I got for my birthday on the bed. So I'm going to show you now. Not all of it, but I'll show you some. Now, I start off with this one. Now, this one was from Louise and Clayton. Now, you know I get bad feet. Oh, no. Okay, I'm not going to pick that up because I might not get out of it. But they give me 3 pairs of inserts to go in my shoes. So I have these ones. And they're memory foam. And they're supposed to remember the bad spots on your feet, I suppose, and cater to that. And I have a pair of felt ones. And the ones that I dropped on the floor, they're memory foam too, I believe, she said. But they're a little bit different than these ones. And like these are very big right now. You can see they're got measures on them. And you can cut them to your own size. So I'll do that eventually now, but not tonight. And yeah, Louise said, Edith, she said, yeah, I know this is not typical. She said to give a woman a pair of socks with Halloween figures on them. She said, but I couldn't help myself. She said, you know, lately I noticed you got a little bit of spunk to you. And Halloween is coming up soon. She said, and I saw these with the Halloween characters on them. And she said, I thought that perhaps you would, that would make you smile. And you know, normally I would look at that and I would say, well, now isn't that a queer gift to give to someone? But I'm enjoying these little modern things. And along with the insoles, Louise and Clayton give me 2 packages. Not one, but they give me 2 packages of tape. Now, you would say, that's another queer gift there, Edith. But I'm always looking for a bit of tape, you know. And usually even I has a bit of tape stuck on my apron. I tears them off and sticks them there because, you know, you never know, right? You might open up a bag of split peas and then, you know, take your tape and you stick them shut. Or whatnot. There are a lot of things. Sometimes I get so cut. I don't have time. I'm in the kitchen or whatnot. And I need to stop the bleeding. I take my bit of tape and I stick it on, right? So anyway, they know that. They know that about me. So they give me the tape and I type, you know, that's, you know, a silly gift for a 75th birthday. But all the same, I mean, this is things that I'm going to use. I appreciate it so much. Now, what I got to, oh, I have some things to show you yet. Now, Joan, I appreciate anything that anybody does for me. I really, really do. But I got to tell you, my cousin, Betty, and why her husband passed away there. I suppose it's been about 7 years ago now. Yeah, Michael. But anyway, so Betty come over, and she still signs on the card from Betty and Michael, you know, and I wants to tell her, like, you know, Michael is gone, and I hope that you know that by now, you know, but at the same time, if that makes her feel good, you know, I'm not going to say nothing. But she come over, Joan, and she only went and brought me this. Now, look at that, Joan. That's the disciples for the Last Supper, right? And it got a cord on it. And you plugs that in and hangs it up and it lights up, right? I thought that would be nice in the dining room, but Joan, I got to tell you, I have a feeling that Betty owned this and then she decided to give it to me. Because look, I got to show you. There's a crack in it. And there's a bit of dust on the cord. So I think that somebody gave that to Betty, and she never liked it. And then she said, "I'll give that to eat it." Oh my, you know, I can't say nothing about you. I'm calling my own self here tonight, Joan, and I'm calling you eat it. The wine must have got to me a little bit. But anyway, yes, I think that she owned that, and she gave that to me as a real gift. And you know, I suppose at the end of the day, it don't matter as the type that counts. But you know, Betty always wanted to stick it to me. Yeah, she always a little bit jealous of me, I think. And I can't help, Joan, but think that there's a little bit of resentment behind this gift. You know, I might not even hang this up in my dining room. Oh, Joan, look what my sister went and made for me. Now, I got to move back. Yeah. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that something else? Now, you know as I loves to curl up on the couch with a blanket. And as much as I gets overheated when I'm going around the house doing my work, when I sat down for the night, I loves cover up in the blanket. And my sister, she went and knit this with her own 2 hands for me, Joan. This is my favorite gift I think that I got. Now this is my other favorite gift that I got. And if it wasn't for that the blanket was handmade, this here would be my favorite gift. Now, Nicole and Jonathan, they know that I've been talking to you, right, on the record. And Nicole only went and got it in her head, God love her. Because I said to her, I said, Nicole, I said, Joan up there, I said, you know, she dresses up so fancy. She got all the modern things. And she wears modern glasses. You know, she keeps up with the times. And I said, you know, I'm starting to feel like a little bit dowdy. Anyway, Nicole, oh, God love her. You know, if her and Jonathan ever breaks up, she could still call me Nan. Because that girl is so good to me. But this is what she got for me now. Now it's from her and Jonathan, and I appreciate, because I know that he paid for it too, and he want me to have it too. But I know that Nicole was the one who thought about this and thought about me. Look, Joan, I got a new pair of glasses. Now, see, she went up to the ophthalmologist, and she said that, because they got my chart, right? And she went in and she surprised me. She said, look, she said, Nan, Edith, she said, these are new pair of glasses. She said, the ones that she got, you know, they're a little bit out of style. So her and ophthalmologist, they picked out a pair of glasses for me that they thought that would look good on me. And now they use my old prescription, but he's not too old because it was only 2 years ago that I was there. And I don't find my prescription don't change much. I mean, my eyes are bad, but they're bad anyway. So they used that prescription. And she said, Nan, if your eyes is getting bad and you need to go and do another eye test, she said, I'll pay for the new lenses again. But I don't think that I'll need that. Anyway, Joan, I'm going to try them on for you. Now, I don't know what I think about them yet. Joan, I need your honest opinion to me. I need you to tell me if these are modern, if they're up with the times, because Nicole said that they are a new frame, but I almost feel like we wore frames this big, you know, when our children were little, when we were only young. And then, you know, the frames got smaller and smaller, and now they're getting bigger again. And I know that your frames is a little bit bigger too. That's what I noticed, right? But anyways, I need your honest opinion now. You know, would you wear these? You know, maybe on a special occasion or something. I'm not sure yet, Joan. Or would you want to wear these? You know, I almost feels like I look older in these now. I'm going to try the other ones again. Oh, you know, and Nicole, she come and she did my hair and my makeup today. She said, Nan, because we had a potluck. They had it over at the hall for me. And everybody brought something. And I tell you, there was no shortage of food in that hall tonight. We had rice, and we had salads. And there was a turkey sliced up and a ham. And roast. We had a roast sliced up too. There was no shortage of food. I could go on. There was a lot of things. And there was a vegetable tray, fruit tray. There was cake. And there was cookies and squares. I tell you, I don't know how I got up from the table. I stuffed myself so full tonight. And I had a really good day, I must say. They made me feel really special. And they had decorations, you know, the streamers and the balloons up for me, you know. And they all said a little thing to me about how they appreciated me. And, you know, and I had a very wonderful day. Yeah. But now I must go and get Frank's underwear now, because if I leaves it in the tub too long, he'll be all wrinkled up, and he's already wrinkled up. We don't need him waterlogged as well. So I'm gonna go now, Joan, and I love you, and I thank you for the birthday greeting, and I want you to know that I had a wonderful day.